Hello, everyone. Welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On the Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy begged for forgiveness, Brooke worried about Deacon, and Beth demanded that Sheila remain off the wedding invite list. What happened on The Bold and the Beautiful? Remy begged for Electra's forgiveness, promising that he was a changed man and hoping Deke could also move on from it. He told everyone that he had grown away from who he was, and he didn't want to lose the life he had built for himself. Deke thought the words being used to describe Remy were nothing like the man he knew. Remy called his previous behavior horrible and selfish and admitted how he panicked when he felt their friendship slipping away. Remy told the group, "I know it's not an excuse by any means, but I don't know. With what I was going through back then, if I was truly alone, I was scared of what I would do to myself if I lost her." Remy vowed to do whatever it took to secure an opportunity for forgiveness from Electra. She was so close to Remy at the time, but once she realized he was the perpetrator behind the deep fake images, she knew she could never forgive him. Electra ripped into Remy about how he turned her into a victim, and she made it clear that she is much better off with Will. She turned to Deke and told him that his boyfriend wasn't at all the good man he seemed to be. Hope looked on the verge of tears as her brother stormed out of the showroom, desperate to escape the circus of his love life. Everyone rallied around Electra after Remy bolted out of the showroom. They couldn't believe the nerve of Remy to show his face after everything he put Electra through. Deke told Remy he didn't know who he was anymore, but all Remy could do was apologize and wish there was a way to take it back. Remy wanted to be heard by Deke. He told him that he was the best thing to ever happen to him and admitted he illuminated his world. Remy tearfully pleaded his case to Deke, begging for a second chance with the man he loved. He asked Deacon not to judge him for who he was, but instead to love him for the man he is today. Brooke was on another planet in a daydream while in the CEO's office with Ridge. She was distant because of her conversation with Deacon in Monday's all-new episode. Ridge asked if it was about Hope, but unfortunately, it was about Sheila. Ridge told Brooke that she was wrong because Deacon moved out of his apartment with Sheila. However, Brooke informed her husband that not only was he back, but her crimes had been forgiven. Brooke wishes this had been the final straw for Deacon. Sadly, it wasn't, and the chance for her to remain out of his life would have to wait for the next crisis. They couldn't believe he would willingly go back to Sheila after the pain she caused their families. Brooke mentioned that Deacon's therapy sessions with Taylor led to the big breakthrough that brought him back to his deranged wife. Brooke thought the therapy was working to some extent, and although Ridge labeled Taylor as the best, Brooke made a snarky remark about Taylor telling Deacon the power of forgiveness. Sheila promised Deacon she wouldn't let him down again, but he insisted that she stop the negative self-talk. They switched the topic to Deke, who had introduced everyone at Forrester to his mystery boyfriend earlier that day. Sheila questioned Deke's choice to introduce his boyfriend to the crew at Forrester instead of his father. She wondered if Deke was scared to introduce his new man to his father, and she expressed gratitude to be given a second chance. Sheila divulged that she visited Taylor to thank her for helping put their marriage back together. She found Taylor to be an extraordinary woman of great integrity. He asked how Taylor handled the visit, and Sheila admitted she was more surprised than anything. Sheila droned about Taylor driving him back to her, and how thankful she'd always be. Deacon said he was back in their marriage because of their love, and it was the right thing to do. Sheila was ready for the next phase of their marriage now that things were settling back into the way they used to be. She told Deacon she wanted to be by his side for Hope and Liam's wedding. Deacon tried to delicately explain to his wife that she might not be on the guest list, but she wasn't reading the room at all. He knew that they wouldn't want her there. Bill stopped by Brooke's house to visit with Liam and Beth to talk about the wedding. Beth wanted to showcase some of Hope's favorite flowers in the wedding, and she told her granddaughter she had the honorable duty of marrying Hope and Liam. Bill joked with Beth and asked if he had received an invitation to the ceremony, and he was mesmerized by her taking on such a big role. Bill thought Beth officiating the wedding was an outstanding idea. She promised she'd do her best, and Bill joked that she'd have to keep the ceremony moving so Liam didn't bog it down. Hope returned home and told the Spencer men that the reveal of Deke's boyfriend was a lot to unpack. She asked to fill Liam in later and looked over some of Beth's plans for the wedding. Hope and Liam went over the invite list with Beth, and they were thrown off balance when she disclosed that there was someone she wanted to omit. She told them, "There's one person who makes me feel weird. I don't want them at the wedding." Liam asked who, and Beth immediately said, "Sheila."